parents or grandparents who have been together for 40 or 50 years is great, right? Right? You see them holding hands in the street, like, oh, that's so cute. But a lot of people say it's goals, but is it? Well, Kiera Kelly from Madame Noir says nope, and that we should stop idolizing these long-standing marriages. Kiera says that millennials get a bad rap for being too lazy and into social media to find love, but that it's way harder in these streets now than it was back in the day. You guys agree with that part?
Okay.
All right. Her article also quoted Facebook user Letitia Dion, who agreed, saying, a lack of resources and tradition kept many of our grandmothers with their husbands. Stop shaming millennials for having the audacity to expect respect and reciprocity.
Ooh, good word.
If you get a chance, it's actually a really interesting article if you get to read all of it. I think I get what they're saying, and I have met a lot of people who have been married for a really long time, 30, 40, 50 years.
Especially in the church
And
world.
sometimes, you're like, oh my God, relationship goals, and the wife will turn and go, you don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, wow, you don't know what that woman has been through or how they've stuck it out for what happened in them 40, 50 years. You don't know. That doesn't mean that man was faithful for the 40, 50 years.
Or that woman.
Exactly, that part too.
You know?
That part.
It's true. I agree with this because although I think it's amazing to be married for such a long time, I actually don't idolize the length of time. I idolize the health of a relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you, being on this side of singledom on my own, it is a lot harder and braver to uproot yourself out of an unhealthy marriage and to start over again than it is to stay in it. So a lot of people are just staying in it because they're coasting, and that ain't like the legit thing either.
That's not relationship goals.
And I think back in the day, they were actually taught a little bit different. They had different roles. Usually the guy was the breadwinner, even though, you know, the wife had a job. That's why I just have to say, my mom, she taught me at a very young age, make your own money, because you never want to be stuck. You never want to be stuck in a marriage. And I think nowadays, women are the CEOs. Women are actually the breadwinners. And their confidence and their identity is not in the role in the marriage, it's within themselves. And I think that is strength, and that is power.
Agreed.
That's relationship goals. I'm interested to hear what you have to say, Lonnie. You sitting there just steeping that tea. Steeping the tea.
What's the use in taking vows if you're not going to try to make it last forever?
Okay. I 100% agree that.
I'm just saying, you know, I understand what they were saying, like now is a new day for women, but this is why I take marriage very seriously.
Very.
I don't just say, you know, I'm going to get married and I want to hurry, I can get a divorce. Yeah, you have that choice. I'm just trying to understand why take the vows if you aren't going to go through the ups and the downs?
True, but Lonnie, I think that there's a balance. I think that you, as a woman or as a man, you need to put in your mind what are deal breakers. If I'm crying more than I'm actually enjoying myself and happy in a marriage, then that's something wrong. So a deal breaker would be if your man hits you, it's time to get out. If your man, or vice versa, if there's no respect, true respect in marriage, then it's time to get out.
And I understand that, but it seems like nowadays people are approaching marriage like like they can get out.
100%.
I feel like the divorce is such an easy option, readily available.
And I think back then, you know, it was a different time. And I'm not talking about abuse. If somebody abuses you, you should get out of it. But there are other things like, you know, when they say to death do us part, you know, if people go through sickness, if somebody loses a job, things like that. That's why I'm saying, as women, I think you should seriously consider marriage, because if I ever got married again, I would really want to say I'm going to hold out. And I don't think nothing's wrong with a long marriage. I only say that because when I do my comedy shows, after my shows, I usually ask the audience who's been married the longest. And I've gotten 30 years, 40 years. And it's a beautiful thing to see two people be able to be partners for 40 and 50 years. It's great. You know, so it can happen. I just don't think it should be a shame.